Hey everybody. So I know last week I provided you with just kind of an update via Google Classroom. This week's going to be a little bit different because there's a couple of shifting pieces since we're moving into now our fifth week of continuous learning. So I wanted to, give you a video to help you walk through that since a lot of you mentioned that videos are really helpful. So what you're going to be doing this week, specifically on Monday, you're going to be watching this video update. You're going to be reviewing some feedback. So I've started giving you more targeted feedback. So you really need to work on this, or could you provide an example of this? So look at that on your last response document that you turned in last Friday. You're going to be looking at our new choice board for the next 2 weeks. I'm going to go over how you're going to tell the difference between the two of them. Really pay attention to that note there. And then I've also put together another example document for you guys. So hopefully you found that this isn't too much work for you guys. I try to limit it. I know that you guys are busy and you're doing other things maybe to help around the house that you normally wouldn't be doing. So make sure that you are staying on top of this. That Friday deadline really does help me give you feedback. So if I get a submission on Sunday night, I can't give you really a good amount of feedback before Monday when you see your next assignment. So make sure that you're trying to stay on top of that. So you'll see under the Tuesday and Thursday tabs, I've created 3 more videos for you guys. I really would recommend looking at those because those are really helpful. Those are targeted strategies. I kind of model, what should a good reader be doing as they're kind of going through the text. So if you haven't checked those out yet, I would make sure to look at those. And then by Wednesday, I want you to begin answering those questions. And then remember that is due on Friday. So taking a look at this week's or these next 2 weeks choice board. So you're going to see for the most part, it's exactly the same as the last one. It's just these focus areas have shifted. So the projects are exactly the same. And I know some of you had questions about them. So you're just choosing, as an example for this week, you're just going to be choosing which project you want to work on. So like it says up here, the projects are due on the following dates. So last Friday, not this Friday, but the following Friday, so May 8th. And then May 22nd are when these projects are due. So on the off weeks, like this week when we're just starting our unit of study, you're just choosing the project. So say, hey, I want to do project number 6. So if there was a soundtrack to this novel, what would it be? And then you're going to provide me an update. You're going to say, well, I'm thinking about including these songs, or this is how I'm going to, come across songs, or what my thought process is for how these are going to connect. And then by that next Friday, I should have your soundtrack with me. And if you have questions about them, feel free to reach out to me if you need to. You're going to see our 3 new focus areas are over here. So we have conflict, plot and structure, and flashbacks and foreshadowing. One thing that I do want to note, make sure that you are, as you're getting ready to do your response documents, you're not just putting 1, 8, and then 14. You're copying and pasting the questions. That's why I give the document to you guys so you can copy and paste, and then you can put that in your response document. That lets me know, okay, so rather than just putting a 2, I would be able to say, okay, they're talking about the hardships that the main character has had to deal with. Okay, that gives their answer a frame of reference for me. So no big changes on the continuous learning reading response document. Make sure you are doing the blue one so it kind of matches up. Like the last 2 weeks we've been doing red. This week I kind of changed it to help you guys know. And then I put together an example document. And like I said, I've copied and pasted over the questions exactly as they are written. And then with that project update, I put down what the project was and I copied and pasted that over into this document. And make sure when I'm leaving you comments, because I've seen some of you do this, like I can leave a comment here and I can say, wow, what a great question, Mr. Brown. Make sure you're not resolving that comment. That gives you feedback, and when you resolve it, it puts it away. That feedback is there, so I know if you have a question about, hey, why did I get a 0.5 and not a 1? I can go back and see, well, okay, you didn't fully explain that answer. And the last thing I do want to go over with you guys real quick is just this resource document. So a lot of you have asked me, do I need to do all of the mini lessons? Do I need to do all of the videos? What's this here for? this is really just here for you guys to help you. If you feel like you're struggling with foreshadowing and flashbacks, or maybe you're like, well, I know that one has to do with an event that took place and one hints at something, but I can't remember which one is which. I would go through these. These are specifically designed to help you kind of refresh your memory and then extend on those. And then you're going to see that I put together each one of my, or I linked each one of my videos up here for you guys. So, as always, if you have questions, feel free to reach out to me. Other than that, I've really enjoyed getting to see where you guys are at in your reading. Some of you have picked novels that I've read before. Some of you have picked novels that I wanted to read, but I've never actually gotten around to reading. And then some of you are picking novels that I've never heard of. So hopefully you've been enjoying this. Hopefully the feedback that I've been providing to you guys is useful. And my biggest hope is that you guys are all doing well. I know that we're getting pretty close to the stay-at-home order here in Kansas being lifted, so let's hope for some nice warmer weather and hopefully things will start kind of opening back up. Have a great week. I cannot wait to see your guys' responses.